WWHT Newark and WSNL Smithtown.
Down the street, the House of Goo.
Oh, the House of Goo. I know the owner of that, Willie Fong.
Yeah, Fong's House of Goo. Yeah, that's it. They got a lot of great Chinese food there, man. They have dietetic egg rolls.
Dietetic egg rolls? I never heard of those.
Yeah, there's no stuffing inside it. Anyway, the waiter said to me, "You like the duck soup?" I said, "No, I like a Night at the Opera a lot better." Uncle Floyd, I tell you, the food was piled so high, piles and piles and piles of food. Well, by the time I went to the top of it to put my fork in it, I got a nosebleed.
The food was piled up that high?
Bok choy, sprouts and bok choy and broccoli and all kinds of those Chinese vegetables. Big mounds of Chinese food. Then for dessert, one tiny little ball of vanilla ice cream. Cheap vanilla ice cream. I can't get over it. Boy, it was a great Chinese restaurant. I went into the bathroom there. They had a big sign on the wall. All employees must wash hands before returning to work.
Oh, well, Oogie, that's wonderful. I'm glad you experienced this with us, and we heard about the Chinese restaurant. Anyway, I'm Uncle Floyd. This is my partner, Oogie, and we'll be right back to start our show. Don't go away.
I'm Senator Sternat to tell you the great story of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Now, you know what a umpire is. That's what the Snow White said to one of the little dwarfs. No, that's just a little thing. No, it's the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, I mean the Roman Empire, that's what it is. Not to be confused with the National League Empire and the American League Empire. Anyway, the Roman Empire started in Italy, and then soon it spread to France, to Greece, to England, to Yugoslavia, to Turkey, to Africa. And the Romans were everywhere, see? I mean, after all, somebody had to open up the barber shops. Now, the Romans were very, very good fighters. As a matter of fact, they had the Gaelic Wars, where they licked the gays, right? They just beat them to heck. They beat them out and got them out. Then there was the Great War. There was the Great War against Hannibal. Hannibal was there out handing bills. Check it out, man. Check it out. Check it out. On 42nd and Broadway. Yeah, and then there was the Trojan Wars, but I can't stretch this too far. Now, they said that the Roman people were great road builders, you see. They built a lot of roads. Sure, 1,000 Romans could mix a lot of cement. What do you want? I mean, these guys, they said they built giant patios, and, you know, they went to France. They said, this would make a nice patio. Yeah. Now, finally, then they decided to invade the Nile River, and they ran into Anatomy and Cleopatra, and they were standing around there. They're having peace talks, yeah, I don't know. Then, of course, you heard the old saying. Yeah, he says, can I have some peace talks with you? Peace talks with you, see, Senator Sternat, I'm not as stupid as you look, you know. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, naturally, the carpenters were unionized. Yeah. It took 44 years. Now, the Romans conquered everybody except the Sicilians, because they already had perfected the machine gun, and they didn't want to mess around with them. I better erase that one. Whoa, I'm making a fire here. Now, there's a great myth that the Romans were great builders. They really weren't. I mean, look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, look at how crooked. That building is so crooked it belongs in Washington.
Yeah.
And then they had the Coliseum. They thought, this is a great idea. We'll have a Coliseum. We'll have, we'll have the, that guy. It says they're going to have fights here. We're going to make people fight lions, see? Well, we got the same thing in our country today, in America. I mean, it's called divorce court, same thing. Now, life was very dull in the old Roman Empire because they had very few holidays. Don't forget, there was no Thanksgiving, no Labor Day, no St. Patrick's Day, no George Washington birthday, Lincoln birthday, no 4th of July. They didn't have that. Why don't I keep that joke in? The Romans built great stucco houses. Yes, as a matter of fact, many feet were stucco in the basement walls, as a matter of fact. And they had great sculptures. And the Romans, whenever they invaded a country, they invented the invasion. They said, we're going to build a statue here. They built a statue in France, Portugal, and they built statues all over, especially in France. Those guys, they didn't know how to do it. They couldn't even finish the Eiffel Tower. They couldn't put the sheetrock up. So they built these big statues all over the world so everybody would remember the Romans were. But the other countries got even with them. Yeah. They helped breed pigeons, that's right. Now, the language was not Italian at the time, it was Latin, because Italian didn't exist at the time. Italian was still a sign language. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed learning about the Roman Empire, and that's all the time for Centers to Knowledge. Happy birthday and greetings to Paul Servo, 27, Jersey City, Tina Patterson, 30, in East Brunswick, Mimi Vero, 16, in Whitestone, New York, William Sower, 10, in Alexandria, Virginia, Louis Carew, 32, in Fredericks, Donnie Taub, 19, in Englishtown. Happy birthday greetings to everyone. Right now, we take a look at the pictures on the wall, the voice of the viewers, and artwork sent in from our audience. The talented Audrey Esposito of Linden, New Jersey, sends in boop, boop, doop. Hey. It's Betty Boop. Yeah. Scott Gordon as Mr. Spock from Barbara Bardenhagen. Do not adjust your sets. That is a green face painted on Scott there. Better late than never, our next poster says. Happy New Year. This is from someone who is a little late or early. Must be one of Skip's relatives. No, it's from Jordan Golds of Queens, New York. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it for the Boston Red Sox.
Ooh, we don't care about the Mets. Yeah.
No, it's not the Mets. It's the Red Sox, Skip. Pay attention.
We still don't care about the Mets.
Anyway, that's a salute to the Boston Carl Yastrzemski Red Sox from Margaret Corkery. Okay, we have a very complicated picture here. Muggsy says, Netto, what is all this stuff? And Netto says, well, Muggsy, I figured I needed a new suitcase, so I sent away for this parachute luggage. The only problem is to open it. You gotta pull the ripcord. And see, great comedy from our audience. That's from Ray Carroll. Here's a picture of Paul Stanley from Joey Cristino of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yeah. And last picture of the day is from Mike Chanelli of Upper Montclair. He says, I love the Uncle Floyd Show. We want to thank all the boys and girls for so many nice pictures.
Kimbo! Me and Besa, we in neighborhood, and we figure while we're in here, we eat. But
you eat.
We eat. But me need you to give me a hand in making my sandwich, okay?
Me help.
Okay, good.
Hold on. This is the hula. Yeah.
Excuse me, Besa. We'll be right back. Okay, now you must hold this for me. Give me your hand, because I must make a sandwich and I need a hand. Okay, now, now I must put lettuce on. Good, very good.
Hold the pickle.
Good. Oh, good. This is all to put this on.
Get that out of there. Get that out. That's not funny. That's a 5-cent cigar. Put that away.
Okay.
Put that away.
I got this from Mark. He gave me some more. Okay.
I think he's padding the bit, folks.
Yes, and here, I got this from somebody, too, here.
Yeah.
And, okay, now me must eat now. Me ready to eat.
Okay.
Ah!
Ah! I'm gonna need rabies! I'm gonna need rabies! Get out of there!
Oh, it was a ham sandwich, huh?
Yeah. You went right down to the bone. What?
You got a hand in that bit, boy.
Oh, quiet. We'll be right back, so... Oh, wait a minute. Here's the address so you can join the fun. The Uncle Floyd Show, Post Office Box TV 68 in Newark, New Jersey. No matter where you are, that's the address where you send all our mail. 07107 is the zip code. And now we will be right back.
I'm trying to remove a stuck kernel.
Mr. Bitbomb, why is it every time I buy Jippy Pop, it never pops?
Well, where's my pen? A lot of people don't know how to hold it and shake it. Now, some people put it too close to the frame. Whoops, whoops. And it's all in the wrist, you see? Now, some people just go like this, and it doesn't work. And some people go like this, and it doesn't work. The proper way of making the Jippy popcorn without it to make it work is you gotta go like this with it in your hand. See, that's what you must practice. Let me see your hand now. Try that. Try that. No. See,
What am I doing wrong here?
what you're doing wrong is if you were holding it and shaking it like that, you'd be shaking it up.
Oh, I see.
So twist your wrist a little more like that, see? Now get it in there, make believe it's in there, and that's it. And then, once you get that shaken, baby, get a little arm into it, like so, see?
You look like you're very good at this, Mr. Bitbomb.
Now that way the flame won't hit it too high, and it won't discombobulate. You'll have beautiful popcorn.
I see.
Yes.
Well, just who buys your product, Mr. Bitbomb?
Oh, everybody loves it. Would you like to hear some letters of the people who buy my product?
Why, yes, of course.
I have some letters here. Dear sir, I bought your product, but it never popped. I slaved away at the stove all night. After 5 hours, I gave up as I was too pooped to pop. Signed Gerald Ford, Riverside Mobile Homes, Flint, Michigan. Here's one. Dear blank blank, I just want to tell you your popcorn blanks. I hope you blank blank, you blankhead, and go blank yourself, you blank. Signed Ed Kaufman, North New Jersey. Here's one. Blank blank. Blank 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 blank.
Don't you ever get any positive letters, Mr. Bitbomb?
Oh, yes, yes. As a matter of fact, I got one once.
And?
Well, that was the joke. I got one once.
Oh, I see.
One nice letter.
Well, Mr. Bitbomb,
Yes?
how does one know if they are not properly popping
I'm glad
their...
to see you went over your lines before you showed up the other night. I'm glad to see you.
Well, how does one know if they are not properly popping their popcorn?
How does one know if they're not properly popping their popcorn? Well, there are 3 signs to look for.
What's that?
The first sign is smoke. The second sign is a burning sensation in the hand, in the palm. And the third signal is a fire engine sound.
Was that it?
Yeah, that'll do.
I'm certainly glad you didn't come up here and use any kind of cheap gags or for laughs. Anything like that.
Oh, I just forgot. Wait a minute.
Certainly glad of that. I'll tell you that's for sure. Oh. Now, that's the way it isn't, friends. And I don't even know what day it is, but I'm Walter Crankcase.